on the Teams call. Zoom, Teams, a million of these little apps. But anyway, glad you all could be here this morning. Introduction in case anybody is new. I am TJ Watkins with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Been with CVM SDC now for I guess 15, 18 years, something in that part, in the ring chair position. And on my right-hand side there is Miss Lori, who actually is going to kind of run the meeting and everything for us today. But I wanted to at least say hello and welcome and all that. And I'll turn it over to Lori, and you can also introduce Ron. I'm not sure if Tracy made it on or not, but let you just kind of run it from here, Lori. But thank you for doing that.
Okay. Sounds good. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lori G. Nipple with Savannah River Nuclear Solutions. I am the vice co-chair. And I guess what we will do is we want to make sure that our mics are muted out of respect for who's speaking. And also, as TJ has said before, please use this opportunity to meet and connect with people outside of the meeting. If you're unable to do so as of right now. And if you have any like contact information that you need from either of us, definitely feel free to email us or give us a call. We have Ron on the line. Who else, Ron? On your end, you want to?
Thanks, Lori. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, good morning, everyone. In the best interest of time, real quick, as we wait for Michelle, which is our speaker from Brookfield Properties. She's logging on now, so as she's getting settled in, can you tell us your name and your company you represent? Just a quick introduction. So don't tell us all about your company. Just tell us your name and your company, and then we'll get to the other part after the speaker as we wait for Michelle to come on.
Michelle is on.
She's on now.
Okay. Awesome. Great. Welcome, Michelle. So Ron Harvey, and I'm the MBE IC chair for our ring. So happy to be here with you. And thank y'all for joining us on this cool morning. I heard people eating oatmeal and people looking at the thermostat and turning on the heat. I was out running this morning before I got started. I try to get in. This is a nice thing for us. I try to get 5 before 9, which means I get at least 5 miles in before 9 o'clock, so I can at least live a little longer and stay healthy. So happy that y'all are with us. Thank y'all for joining us. With that being said, let me give it to Lori so we can really give you the treat that we have for you today, which is Michelle Isabel. Back to Lori.
Exactly. Yes. So I am going to do the introduction. Normally we will do the minutes, but I don't think we have any stated minutes right now for September. So we'll get right into it. Michelle Isabel is a vice president of Partner to Empower, a program to support Black and minority-owned businesses, business owners, and entrepreneurs with resources imperative for growing a business and opening an IRL store. Her proudest professional achievements was the first launch of Partner to Empower in May of 2021, this year. This program provides business planning and guidance, networking opportunities and community experts, financial support for store build-outs, a 4-week retail workshop led by industry insiders. Michelle graduated from the RI Institute of Technology with a BS in computer science. She is extremely proud of her 2 sons, Cameron and Matthew, and loves to share that she is an Army mom. Besides her children, her proudest personal accomplishments were running the Keys 100 Ultra Marathon 4 times and jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. Without further ado, Miss Michelle, you have the floor.
Good morning. I appreciate that. I appreciate the introduction from you and also Ron calling me a treat. So thank you so much. You know, my degree is in computer science, and all I know how to do these days is point and click. That's it. So that was a very long time ago. And as you can see, I was having technical difficulties just getting on this morning. But thank you so much for inviting me. let's just go ahead and get started. I've been working with Brookfield Properties for over 20 years now, but I've been in the shopping center industry for about 35 years. My job just until 2 weeks ago was Regional Vice President of Business Development, leading a sales team primarily in the Northeast region. But I've led teams from Arizona to New Mexico, as far north as Maine, and as far south as Miami. So I've racked up some frequent flyer mileage over the years, and it's a good thing because I also love to travel domestically and internationally. So thank you for inviting me to speak to you today about Partner to Empower. It's a program, as Lori said, to support Black and minority-owned business owners and entrepreneurs with resources imperative for growing a business and opening stores in our malls. I will tell you how we got started, where we are today, and what we're working on for the future. So how we got started. With the murder of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and so many others, companies and organizations finally became aware of what so many of us already knew. Systemic racism is real, and it negatively impacted Black and brown people and communities for generations. I was mad. I was scared for my Black sons, and I was no longer willing to sit back and do nothing. After sharing my feelings with my boss at that time, I put together a presentation and virtually walked into our CEO's office, Jared Chupala, and asked for $500,000 to start a program that would allow us to offer resources for more Black-owned businesses. Now, when I came up, I started out asking him for $1 million, and I thought, darn, we're in the middle of a pandemic. As you know, retail and retailers have been so affected by it. I thought maybe I need to scale this back a little bit and be nice and be considerate and ask for $500,000 just to try this out and see where we were going to land. So I was pretty nervous, but I decided to put on my big girl pants, roll up my sleeves, and share my thoughts. You see, I had a pretty compelling story that he needed to hear. And when I finished, I told him that if he gave me the green light to continue, I would get started right away. He said, Michelle, not only do you have the green light, but I'm awarding you $25 million. To use over the next 5 years, and I want you to develop a charter for the program. That was one of the best days of my life. You have to remember, I couldn't let the CEO of our company see me cry, because trust me, the tears were welling up in my eyes and I wanted to let them go, but I decided I couldn't let him see that. I put together an extraordinary team of individuals who share the same passion as me, and was and still committed to this journey for years to come. Partner to Empower was built to provide retail industry expertise and knowledge, as well as financial funding of up to $25 million. And I'm not shy, guys. Trust me, I will be going back to him and asking him for another $25 million once I
Looks like Michelle may be frozen a little bit. Hey, at least she got frozen with a smile on your face.
Assisted a minimum.
And it's a weird face, you're like.
Okay, am I back?
Yeah, she's back.
Oh, she's
Am I
back.
back?
Here we go. Okay.
Sorry
Thanks,
about
Michelle.
that. You know what? I'm just practicing for CNN and MSNBC. They have technical difficulties too, so I'm just getting practice here.
You left
But
off
anyway,
getting another $25 million.
I'm not shy. I'm going to ask him for another $25 million once I spend up the first $25 million. And so our goal is to open a minimum of 250 minority-owned businesses, as well as establish an ecosystem of support by connecting community members. Where we are today, on May 13th, we opened our application portal, launched Partner to Empower. Our focus to start was the Southeast region only, and this would include North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Alabama, and Louisiana. On day one, when we launched the application portal, we received 2 applications. In less than a week, we had received over 50, and when the application period expired 4 weeks later, we had received over 500 applications for Partner to Empower. Now, we only had 25 slots available for our workshop. And because so many people were interested in the workshop, I begged Ron Harvey with Global Core, because we hired Ron's company, I'll tell you about that, to give us another 15 seats for the workshop, and he gladly said yes. 2 of the main resources that we offered our applicants, one was the funding to build out stores. So we wanted to give them, if it was $10,000, if it was $30,000, if it was $100,000, to help them build out their stores. We wanted to be able to provide this funding because we know that startup capital is one of the reasons that so many small businesses fail within the first 6 months to a year. But we also wanted to provide knowledge, because without knowledge, that money that we're providing, well, it's no good. You might as well flush it down the toilet. And so, I'm smart enough to know my strengths and weaknesses, and knew that I did not have the talent nor the expertise to put together a world-class workshop for our applicants. So that's when I met Ron and Linda Harvey. And I have to tell you that they changed my life. We became business partners, and they designed and implemented a world-class, phenomenal workshop that was led by industry insiders. Our workshop provided knowledge from bankers, accountants, attorneys, people who specialized in human resources and public relations. It was incredible.
Yes, I just want a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Me too.
Give me 2 for $4.
Okay, let's mute because you're making everybody hungry.
I want one of those too, please.
Unless you order it for team. Okay, Michelle, let's go ahead.
So anyway, listen, our workshop was phenomenal, and Global Core received an A+ from me. And I believe Ron and Linda are committed to stay with us for years to come. Ron, I will hunt you down. Just so you know, I know where to find you. So we've evaluated our application process, we've evaluated our workshop and everything else, and now we're planning to launch Partner to Empower 2.0 in first quarter of 2022. We'll expand our reach to other areas of the country, not yet decided, but I'm pretty sure that I want to move into Virginia and the Baltimore, Washington area. Fortunately, the Southeast region will be included again with our next launch. What's next? So as I told you, I was recently, or in the past 2 weeks, I just changed positions. So I've been leading the sales region for the past, 20 years. 2 weeks ago, my company, or I should say our CEO, who is very committed to this journey and this process, promoted me to Vice President of Partner to Empower. And so I am now taking this on full time. It is the only job I have with this company. I am no longer sharing it and doing this job and leading a sales region. So I was doing 2 full-time jobs. He has decided, and he always knew, that this program was so important to our company that they wanted me to focus on it 100%. So I'm happy to be able to do that. I have all kinds of things that I want to do. What's next? I would love to be able to get out into our communities more, to be able to help grow this generational wealth for individuals who have not had the opportunity to grow it before, to help people leave a legacy to their children and to own something, for the first time. I would also like to focus on suppliers, which is why we became a member of this organization. I would like to talk to more Black and minority suppliers and bring them into the shopping center industry. So I'll need your help on that. would love for you all to reach out to me. I know that there have been a couple of suppliers who have reached out to me over this past year, and let's see what we can do together. So, that's next for me. Thanks again for allowing me to speak today. I will tell you that my goal and Brookfield's goal is to continue to grow companies and strengthen communities for generations. And I'm happy to be leading partner to empower for our company. So at this time, I would love to answer any questions that you might have, and I will leave my information, my contact information in the chat.
Hi, Michelle. I don't have a question for you, but I remember when you came and spoke to the ring before. I've just joined, became a member in February, and it wasn't very far, after that when you came and you talked to us. And I remember saying to you, I love what you're doing. I think it's phenomenal, giving minority-owned businesses the opportunities to be in a shopping mall. Sorry, they're cutting the grass and weed trimming here, so it's probably—
You're fine. I don't hear it. No.
Oh, okay, good. And I said, it's not the right fit for my business because I've had a storefront before, but I just applauded and loved what you were doing. But one of our colleagues who's also certified did contact you and took you up on it, Dominique Boone from Leslie's Laundry Care.
Yes.
Yes, and she is very excited because you've helped her get her first laundry lockers in Carolina Place.
Good.
So she's very excited, and a dear friend of mine and colleague, and I really respect, how she runs her business and the legacy she's trying to leave for her daughter. So I love what you're doing, and I think it's incredible. And thank you so much for your dedication and commitment, to try and help. And I would love to connect with you because I do have a couple thoughts and people that I would like to connect with you. So yes, thank you.
That would be great. And I do remember you because I think you were talking about some of your dishes prior to the last call starting. So I do remember you. And yes, Dominique was a pleasure to work with. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
And I just want to build on that because Dominique's solution in the malls, it's just such an out of the box idea, right? So I want to stress to all of our MBEs to be really creative. I mean, she has a laundry business and now she's going to have lockers in the mall. And she's the first to do that. So, just really step out of the box and think creatively. Thank you, Michelle. That was awesome.
My pleasure. Yeah, when she came to me and suggested that, I thought, boy, why didn't I think of that?
Well, thank you, Michelle, for a great presentation. I want to remind everybody that this is just the tip of the iceberg because Michelle is a panelist at the MBE Summit, and she will be speaking in detail with regards to Brookfield properties, those opportunities, how to take advantage of those opportunities. So if you have not already registered for MBE Summit, please do so. As a reminder, it is free to all certified MBEs. So thank you, Michelle. We look forward to the continued conversation.
It's my pleasure.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks, Michelle. This is Ron. Really quick, Michelle, for the MBEs that are on, I would love to use this as an opportunity for MBEs and building relationships with organizations like yours. So as you look at the MBEs and you think about people that are building relationships and want to work with an organization, what are some things that are important for MBEs to understand about doing business with bigger corporations? What would you share?
I would say that, make sure you have a plan together, a plan and a strategy together. And, just make sure you just let us know what you want to do. I think it's interesting because until I met you and Dominique Milton, I never thought about suppliers and, other companies working with shopping centers. And I had never been approached in the past. So I think that people really do need to think outside the box. Develop a strategy, develop a plan, and definitely approach us. We're not the only developers out here. We're the best, but there are other developers out here. Some of the larger developers, and then there are smaller developers. So I would say develop a strategy, thinking outside of the box is very important. And get in front of that, find the right person to get in front of.
Which is huge for people that are listening. You know, definitely, Michelle, I don't call her a client, I call her a partner. And that's our organizational thing. I create partnerships. Can you speak to how important it was when you and I first met in building that partnership versus really trying to shove something that, you know, in front of you, say you got to do this and you have to do that? How important was that, building that partnership, and what role did I play and what role did you play for other MBEs to understand how valuable the relationship is?
You know what? I'm glad you said that. This is definitely a relationship. It's a relationship. It's a partnership. I think it was the most important thing was to develop the trust, right? I didn't know you from beans. You didn't know me. You didn't know Brookfield. You knew Columbiana Center, you know, in Columbia, South Carolina, which is one of our centers, but you didn't know me. And but you were very interested in what we were doing and you had passion for it. So I think that building that trust first was imperative to being able to deliver the program that we delivered. And having you commit to us. I mean, I will tell you all that had it not been for Ron and Linda Harvey and Global Core and the team that they put together, the results that we deliver would not have been possible. Again, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. That was not my area of expertise, so I knew I needed to find a partner, you know, who would be able to deliver the results and who shared the same passion that I have for this. You know, I've been in this industry for a long time. You know, I should be thinking about retirement at this point. But when this opportunity was put in front of me, I thought I have too much to do to think about retirement. And this has been the most impactful thing I've ever done in my professional career.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. And I'll tell you, as a company, when Michelle first approached us, and it was through another relationship. That's the power of relationships are important. And so never ever feel like who you're talking to is not relevant. And they may not be the decision maker, but the way I met Michelle was from someone she respected and that she knew, and they introduced me to Michelle. And when she first approached us, I just went with whatever her ideas were, and I built the team after that. So I put the airplane in the air and said, yes, we can do this, and we can do this. And I went behind the scenes and start building a team. Both of us were figuring out how to do this together. So I partnered with her and said, hey, here's what we know and here's what we don't know. We will figure it out. We will hire the team for what you want. Just really tell us what you want off the menu. And I think that's so important for us to understand. Sometimes we think we have to have all the answers at the moment we meet the people we want to do business with. And we really didn't. And I said, hey, here's what we do know. And we pulled experts in. Our company's not an expert at all those 35 workshops that we presented. We found experts across the country. So create a partnership with the people that you want to do business with, and don't chase money. If you chase money, you lose most of the time. And we built a relationship, and then we began to try to figure out how do we serve her best. And when she came back and said, "Hey, we need to put 25, we need to put 15 more seats in," it was an easy yes. Tell us what we need, Michelle. So always meet your partners where they are and help them solve the problems that they're encountering and what they want to get done. You know, phenomenal conversation, Michelle. So I'm going to pause. Anybody got any questions about partnerships or relationships or the partner to empower that Michelle spoke about?
I want to add a comment, Ron. You know, we have an MBE who we're extremely proud of, who is moving into the South. He just moved into the South Park Mall. He has an inline store, and there are only 2 minorities in that entire mall. And extremely proud of him. He has his grand opening tomorrow, and I'm sending you a connecting email. But, you know, because I want you to consult with him and evaluate him for next time. But I just want to stress to our MBEs the power of that connection that Ron talked about. You know, I think it would have been a benefit to him to consult with someone like you who had his best interests at heart before making a major move like that. And I've asked him to, you know, have that conversation with you before he goes into his next mall. But, those folks who are here and listening, they get to know you now, and they know, okay, if I'm thinking about a mall, there's a consultant that I can go to and have a conversation with before I sign a major contract. So I just want to put that on the table. These meetings like this, coming to these small tables, they have a trickle down effect in different ways in which it can impact your business, and just having you as a resource is so critical. So just want to add that. And I'm sending you a connecting email, Michelle.
You know what?
Dominique,
I'm
you're
glad
right
you
too.
said that. I'm sorry,
Go ahead,
Ron.
Michelle. No, you're our guest. Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, Dominique, because you made a very good point, and to Chef Maria's point as well. The mall is not for everybody, and so I think that a lot of times entrepreneurs think that their first business opportunity should be in a shopping mall. I would not say that out loud in front of my bosses, or CEOs. So don't go and repeat this. I know this is recorded, but don't go and repeat this. But it's just not for everybody. And so I have actually counseled people, don't don't start with the mall. Start somewhere else, possibly starting in a strip center, or start online, if you have not. So yes, I am happy to speak to anyone who gives me a call. So thanks, Dominique.
Mhm.
One of the things Michelle did when she picked the individuals for the course, they had to attend the courses. And I'll tell you that that's one of the things is you got to be committed to it, because in that course, Michelle, there are several people that weren't committed that we had to pull out, and we lost seats for other people. So I will tell you, when you get into programs, really be committed, because Brookfield is behind it 100%. The entrepreneur wasn't committed, which was heartbreaking, because it was so much time invested in that up front. And these people were like 1 weekend or 2 weeks, and Michelle had to scramble and try to fill seats, which was unfortunate for someone that's coming on as one of our corporate partners to have to, really go after MBE and say, I need you to be more disciplined and committed, which was huge for us to, and we filled all the seats, but it was a challenge sometimes that we didn't have MBEs to be really committed as much as they needed to be. So I would say be committed to that process for the entire 4 weeks. The other thing I would say that we've learned is in that program, if you talk to people that are in our council, I use MBEs to help deliver to Michelle. So I pulled other people that were experts, in their industry to deliver content. So everything that you see on the magic boxes, as I call it, how do you leverage each other? Oftentimes we want to work with Michelle, but we're not even working well with each other. How do you find out who's in your ring and leverage their skill set to help you deliver to Michelle? I could not have done it without some of the MBEs supporting it. Any questions for Michelle?
Don't be shy.
Awesome. As they're thinking, Michelle, what I would like to do is so we can get a chance, TJ, if it's fine with you and Lori, if we can go around and just tell us who you are. We're going to ask you to keep it at a minimum, so don't do a 30 minutes pitch. Tell us who you are in your organization and where you're at.
Yeah, I tell you, Ron, let me jump in just real quick, because I just want to, I guess, add on. If you've attended these calls, I think you hear a lot of wisdom when Ron is talking. He brings a lot of wisdom to the space of diversity and business inclusion. And I would encourage the MBEs. Ron is in this role because of what he does, who he is. And I've really appreciated Ron, really gotten to know him a little bit better, over this last year. And I would just encourage MBEs, if you're like in this space, like, what do I do? Next steps, or how do I do this? Ron is here, to help you navigate. He's here to help you, connect you not just to Michelle or to other corporations or whatever, but the wisdom that he and his company can share with you as another MBE of this is how I've navigated and this is how you do. So reach out. That's the role of being an MBEC chair, is for all of the MBEs on the call. You have a point of reference. You're always welcome to call me. You're always welcome to call Lori. Tracy's on the call as well. And of course the CVMSD team who's on the call as well. But just, I just want to point you, Ron, is got the expertise. He's been in the role. He's an entrepreneur. He is an MBE. He's in that role. He's in the same space. and so just, reach out to him. And I just want to take out a minute to say it, because Ron, I really appreciate the wisdom that you continuously share month after month, on these calls. And I just want to point people to you to say, hey, tap into that wisdom. That's what he's here for. So maybe we go around, the easiest thing to do is maybe let Debbie just kind of call on people, then we won't talk over each other. But Debbie, maybe you can kind of just go down the roll of who you see and let everybody introduce and themselves to each other.
All right, fantastic. First up, I have a 336624 number. All right, we're going to move on, and I will come back to that number, to Adam G. Adam, are you on the line?
Don't be scared. Hit that unmute.
Unmute yourself and tell us who you are. All right, I'm going to move on to Alka. Good morning, Alka.
Good morning. Good morning. I couldn't agree more with you, Mr. Watkins. Love to hear Ron, and I can hear him all day. So happy to be joining this ring meeting today. My name is Alka Manyapu. I am from Datasoft Technologies. And what our company does is we are a talent acquisition and staff augmentation in highly skilled IT and engineering services. We help our clients overcome their talent gaps and build high performing teams for them to achieve their goals. And we are based out of Greer, South Carolina. Been in business 25 years. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to share about myself and my company.
Thank you so much, Alka. Always great to see you on the calls. Next up is Chef Maria.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Chef Maria. I own Beyond Decadence. Beyond Decadence is an online dessert company that specializes in artisan desserts that are gourmet, handcrafted, and will just tantalize your taste buds. Since the pandemic, I've also moved into private virtual baking experiences that can be held virtually and on site for corporations. So if you're looking for a team building activity, but I've also started offering them to private groups and parents with children. They're looking for something educational and fun and interactive for their kids to do. So we can get on a Zoom and get in the kitchen and bake something delicious and have a marvelous experience, and it will come out wonderful and taste good. And that's what I do and what I offer. And I'd love to talk to you if you have interest in any of those things. Thank you.
Thanks, Chef Maria. I can say that my 6-year-old granddaughter was overexcited when we had the team building exercise. She wasn't able to stay and do all of the ingredient mixing like she wanted to, but I think that's a fantastic out of the box opportunity. So thank you. Next up, we have Christopher Jackson.
Good morning. I'm trying to turn my camera on. Okay, it's not working. But good morning. My name is Christopher Jackson. I'm the founder, CEO of Smart Technology, LLC. We are a manufacturing company where we produce products. Here we say, think quality, perform excellence. And we do injection molding parts, which are plastic parts, precision machining, and assembly fabrication. We say that if you can imagine it, we can make it. And so we're based out of the Greensboro area, Greensboro, North Carolina area. And we're here to serve our customers who are looking to produce any parts out of plastics or metal. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christopher. And next, Aisha.
Hello, I'm Aisha Driggers with the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities. We assist businesses that are interested in growing or expanding. While our focus is on City of Columbia businesses, we look for opportunities to work with businesses everywhere. We offer commercial lending, supplier diversity programs, and also training and technical assistance. And I'll put my information in the chat if anyone has any questions.
Thank you so much, Aisha. Always great to have you on the call. Next, we have Elise Guy. Elise, you're on mute. Elise, you're on mute. All right, we'll cycle back to Elise. And next we'll have Gitara.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I apologize. You may hear the children in the background, but I am the owner of Creative Scholars Academy, which is an in-home. Which is an in-home care business. I take care of the kids while parents do work. I'm gonna go back on mute. I'm sorry.
And that is the life of an entrepreneur, right? Real talk. All right, next up is Karen Johnson.
Okay, sorry, camera, because I'm in the right now. But we're Verge is a technology company, and we transform silo systems to a digital experience by using platforms such as Salesforce and AWS. I started this because after seeing so many failed attempts of implementing systems, leaving the end user at a loss, I figured I can do it better by being a trusted partner in addition to having a special niche. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing, Karen. Next up, we have Ken Pulliam.
Sorry about that. I had another call come in, but I'm Ken Pulliam. I'm head of business development for Binders Incorporated. Next month, we're about to celebrate our 40th year in business. And we manufacture and resell custom office supplies, which includes binders, portfolios, as well as branded promotional products. And we're glad to be here.
Thank you very much, Ken. And I am going to skip over our leadership team for the moment and get to Tracy Richardson. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tracy Richardson, as Debbie said, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Lilies of Charleston. We make hot sauces, barbecue sauces, and seasoning mixes. You can find us online and at many of your local grocery stores. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome stuff, too.
Thank you.
Awesome sauce. Yes. All right. I'm going to circle back to Elise. Elise, are you able to unmute?
Hello.
Good morning.
I'm Elise. I'm here with APC. We're a minority staffing firm here located in Charlotte. We're Native American and have been here for 27 years. This is I've been on the ring meetings several times. It's my first time talking, so it's nice to meet everybody.
Great to have you. Thank you so much, Elise. I'm going to cycle back to Adam G. Are you able to unmute, Adam? All right. And then let's just go ahead. You have met Ron Harvey, but 30 seconds of spotlight, Ron.
Thanks. Of course, the Global Core leadership firm out of Columbia, South Carolina, and we spend all of our time helping organizations create a winning culture where people will want to actually show up where you work at. So we do that through building trust, building collaboration, and reducing silos. So our goal is just to make it a great workplace, and we help do business development. So anything in the people space, we love doing it, and we enjoy doing it. So reach out to us at Global Core.
Thank you so much. Lori?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Again, I'm Lori G. Nipple. I am with Savannah River Nuclear Solutions as a business specialist, and also your vice corporate chair. Also, sorry for the delay. I had little fur babies here messing with my feet. So, all right. Well, I am glad that everyone came in the show. That was amazing. I loved your presentation. And I have some people to be calling you also.
Great. I look forward to hearing from them.
I always say that magic happens in the ring meetings. If you miss the ring meeting, you miss a lot. TJ?
Hey, good morning again. So TJ Enterprise Holdings, which is Enterprise Rent-A-Car, Alamo National, with corporation that operates those brands through North Carolina, North America. We do have about 130 operations in my specific territory of South Carolina and Georgia. Of course, we have North Carolina and Virginia operations as well. I will say that we have current opportunities in construction. So if you are general contractor or specifics, anything like that, we do have some opportunities right now that are available for bid. But I'm glad everybody is here. Thank you for participating today, and look forward to continue getting to know each other.
Great. Thank you so much. And then the CBMSDC team, I see Larry on the call. Morning, Larry.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Larry Jones, the Director of Corporate Services out of the Richmond office. And Michelle, thank you for a very warm, friendly, and informative presentation. Thank you very much. Just a couple updates here. And you may have already seen it in the newsletter. We're getting ready for our big event in a couple of weeks, our MB Summit, which we're pretty excited about. But also on November 4th, there is a with Santee Cooper, they're having a nice presentation, very informative supply diversity type of presentation. And you may look at the newsletter on Tuesday. It was already out there as far as registering for it. It goes on the 4th of November from 10 a.m. to noontime. So please register. Besides that, just thank you. And folks, please, please, please register for the MB Summit. It's free for certified MBs. Please register. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Larry. I am Debbie Hillary Pettigrew. I am the event planner for CBMSDC, responsible for the newsletter that Larry just mentioned. So if you look for it on Mondays, you will find it chock full of good information, including that supplier diversity fair. I did drop that link in the chat. Again, encourage everyone to participate, register for MBE Summit. It costs you absolutely nothing, and the value is priceless. So I will leave it with that and kick it over to Dominique Milton.
Thank you so much, Debbie, and thank you, Michelle, for that awesome presentation. So I just want to cover a few things that are opportunities right now. So I dropped them all in the chat. But November 18th kicks off our Sunoco leadership class. So there's a year-long class. It's like an MBA. We help you just reevaluate your business plan. We have consultants to come in to work with you on strategy, and it is free. It's a $5,000 course, and we pay for it with the help and support of our corporate partners. So, if you're not retuning your business every single year with one of our developmental programs, you need to rethink that. Your development needs to be a part of your strategic plan as MBEs. So please reach out to us to register for that program if you have not attended already. Yesterday, I had a great trip up to Greenville, and we picked up 2 scholarships to the Tuck program. BMW gave away $50,000 to 5 organizations. They gave each of us $10,000. And for this organization, we'll be able to send 2 people to Tuck. We have Ron Harvey went to Tuck last year, and he can vouch for the power of that program. That is our penultimate program that we offer. So Ron, I see you shaking your head. You want to say anything about Tuck?
Thanks, Dominic. I think it's important that you continue to grow. I mean, the world is changing fast, business is changing fast, and COVID has proven that. So if you don't invest in yourself, it's hard for anybody such as a Michelle, Isabel, to invest in you as well. Please take advantage of these programs. Oftentimes we wonder why be a part of the council. That's the reason to be a part of it. So you get a good return on investment immediately. So take advantage of the programs and continue to learn how to be really good. And what else I'll say, Dominique, real quick, we got to be really good at what we do so people can't ignore us. And the only way to be good is go learn more.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ron. And so continuing on with those announcements. And so we do have an open position in Richmond, Virginia. You never know where a lead will come from. So I just want to put it out to this group. If you know anyone in the Richmond, Virginia area that is looking for a full-time job, it is a certification assistant position. We're taking applications for that. November 4th, it's in the chat. Again, Santee Cooper is having that Supplier Diversity Forum. I can't stress enough how important it is for you all to sign up for these events and to be seen, be at the table. I'll steal TJ's words. He says, this is like a small church group. You know, NMSDC is this huge organization. CVMSDC is large. But when you come to the ring table, it's your small group, right? And so we get to know each other on a first name basis. When we have these events to help you learn how to do business with organizations, we need you to show up to the table in the same way. So please register for the Santee Cooper event. And as all of my colleagues have said, MBE Summit, we made it free for you this year. We made it free for every certified MBE. We're going to have 20 corporations, and some of them that you have not heard from before, 20 corporations sharing with you how to do business with them in a very simplistic fashion. Each one has 10 minutes to share. You can go to retail, construction, manufacturing, healthcare, government, finance, to any one of those panels. They're all at different concurrent times so that you don't have to miss anything and learn how to do business with those organizations. To kick off the event, we're going to have an MBE to MBE Connect session. Chef Maria has been to all of the MBE to MBE Connect sessions, and it's your way to get together with each other and share nuggets on what you can offer each other and how to do business with each other. Then we have a phenomenal speaker who's going to kick off the event. You have to go to our website to see who that is. But again, it is free. Then finally, we have a next generation of our work session. I want you all to be inviting students that you know to come and learn what it's like to be an entrepreneur. We always like to touch the next generation when we have an event. And so we're going to have a keynote speaker from Charleston, South Carolina. And then we're going to have nuggets from Lasagna Berry, as well as Jerry Knighton of Clemson. Clemson is the sponsor for this event. So we want students, high school students, college students, graduate students to come out and learn about entrepreneurship as a career path. So that is it for us. I appreciate you all being here today. I appreciate you all growing with this ring. Please take it upon yourselves to invite somebody to the next ring meeting that we have. And then we can grow, we can double our size by next time. So that is it from my end. I thank you so much. Thank you, TJ. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Tracy, for leading this ring. And Ron, do you have an announcement? TJ, do you have an announcement about open positions for this ring, or is that for later?
My back. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, my back. Sorry, my allergy. Fall hits and my allergies start going crazy. So I have to go on and off camera here. So goodness gracious. But I had a few allergy attacks this morning. Anyway, yes. So, if you would like to look at participating in the ring, and, we always are looking for people who want to have specific roles. So if you're interested, please let us know. We've reached out to a few different people to see, we got different positions that, we need to fill within the ring, both on the corporate side and the MBE side. So if you have interest, please let us know. You can shoot me an email. I'll put my email in there. And obviously your participation every month is greatly appreciated as well, because that's what helps us all connect and grow. But if you do have a position, interest in a position, do let us know. And Lori, I think we're turning it back over to you.
All righty. Well, I just want to thank everybody and just let you all know that we really appreciate everyone joining and joining our calls every month that we have them. I wanted to say definitely, Miss Michelle, thank you. We really appreciate you coming out just to speak with us today. Absolutely wonderful and a lot of good information. So we are excited more than anything. And I also, again, register for the events that are coming up. I want to say thank you. I don't have anything else. If anyone else has anything, then we can. I know.
Hey, Lori. Yes, thank you. We had a question. Alka had her hand raised.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, don't have access to the chat at all. It's not allowing me to send message or read anything. It says because you're not a member of the chat. I don't know, never came across this before. If it's at my end or it's, I don't know. Just wanted to see how I can get access to all those messages in the chat.
I can have those. I can send those to you, Alka. Not a problem at all.
Thank you so much.
Sorry you're having problems.
Yes.
And we did have someone join the meeting later that didn't have an opportunity to introduce themselves. So while we have the 5 minutes, Karen Johnson, would you like to take 30 seconds and introduce yourself and your business?
Hello, hi everyone. Sorry, I don't have my camera on. I'm at the hospital. My mom's been hospitalized since last week, and so I'm running my business out of Novant right now. So basically, what we do, we're a technology firm. I don't like to use technology firm. I just say we're innovative firm. We use platforms like Salesforce, AWS to build applications and systems that helps you to have a more stronger digital presence. We also have analytics. We do cybersecurity training awareness, and we do custom training as well. We're located in North Carolina. We have expanded our reach out into DC, Atlanta, South Carolina, Virginia, and looking to go towards Maryland. We've had projects with nonprofits, corporations, and government entities as well. So we're just here to make a partnership work, not just build an application, but work on a relationship so that it'll be continued to grow. And that's what we do. Thank you. Oh, do I still need to talk some more, Dominique? Okay.
Thank you so much for sharing, Karen. You know, prayers up for your mom. We all understand what it is like to have a parent that we need to care for, and thank God for the virtual space that we have that we can pull double duty when necessary, right?
Yes,
so thank you so much for sharing, and I'll kick it back to Lori. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
All right, back again. Again, I just want to say, please register for the events that we have scheduled throughout the year, and the Sunoco and the, what was the other one that you mentioned? The Santee.
The Santee Cooper Supplier Diversity Fair on November 4th.
On November 4th, and that's what, next week. So definitely, I want to wish you all a very safe and happy rest of the week. I'll say it that way. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to reach out to either TJ, me, or even Ron or Tracy if you have any questions about the organization and what we have coming up next. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Thank
you.
you.
Have a great week.
Right.
Thank you. Have a great week.
See y'all at the next conference.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great week.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Alka, I was talking about you in the chat.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I talked about your pitch.
Oh, I missed the whole chat conversation today. I don't know.
We'll get it to you. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, Dominique.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.